Pump that ball. Pump it up, sir. Y'all hear it? Y'all hear that? Y'all hear that? Sadat? Oh, Sadat is in the building. Sadat is already in the building, y'all. You hear me listening to that Wild Cowboys album? Oh, pump that shit up, son. Pump that. Sadat is in the building. Oh, Sadat. Listen to some Wild Cowboys right now. Let me bring my nigga Sadat X in the building. Sadat's about to come in, y'all. Roll that music down, son. Roll it down. Oh, shit. Yeah. Sadat X, I'm just bumping that Wild Cowboys, you know what I'm saying?
I hear it, no question.
You hear it? Hold up. Just bump it one more time. Bump it one more time for me, son. The guard is on. That hip-hop shit, boy. Real hip-hop. We got the guard in here tonight. Sadat X, we're in Nubian. Wild Cowboy. Yeah. Tune in. Oh, Polos. We got the teddy bear on deck, you know what I'm saying? New York. Woo. I wrote it down, son. We just talk to Sadat, man. Let's talk to Sadat. Oh, shit. Oh, God. Lord, down. Take it off, son. Sadat. What's good, my brother?
Everything is good.
We good. Before we even get any further, yo, son, do me one more favor. Son, do me one favor, son. Pass that piece of paper right there. Before we get any further, God, my man told me, you know what I'm saying? He followed the mathematics. So he said, yo, before you start the show, B, no, the other paper, the writing on it. Say before you start the show today, make Sadat say what today's mathematics. So what's today's mathematics, God?
Understanding that clear mental picture. Understanding, knowledge, wisdom, understanding. Understanding is also the best part because it shows and proves infinity in God's cipher. Understanding it is that child, which of knowledge and wisdom creates understanding, which is the best part because it shows infinity in God's cipher.
Yes, brother. Yes. You know what I mean? I always wanted to learn the lessons, God. Just hearing you saying it inspired me to go get the lessons and start to learn them again. You know what I'm saying?
I got to go back over mine, but I still got, I keep it in my mind, though. But
you the God, dog. You the God. You are the God. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? Let everybody know. I see the comments. They're already rolling in. Like, they love the God. They love the God. So you know what I mean? So, before we get any further, you know this is a We Are Flatbush page. Oh, yeah. And we know Sadat X is not originally from Flatbush, but I know you spent some quite long times in Flatbush and you lived in Flatbush. No question. So this started off like, you know what I mean? Let's let the people know what made you go from Nauru, Uptown, Mount Vernon. Matter of fact, where are you from, to be exact?
I was born in the Bronx. I lived the first 10 years of my life in the Bronx. Then I lived the next 10 years of my life in New Rochelle. Then I came back to the Bronx and I was in Harlem. Then I was in Brooklyn and in Stuyvesant, and then I was in Flatbush. I lived in Brooklyn for a total of 15 years.
Woo! That's a long time,
I lived everywhere.
Especially for a person from up there. Everywhere. That's good, bro. That's what's up. That's what's up. So when you came to Flatbush, right? And I know, me growing up in Flatbush, I lived at other places and there were other places, so I know it's different than other neighborhoods, you know what I mean, other boroughs of the South. So from you coming from up Nauru, the Bronx and all of that, and then coming to living in Flatbush, what was your experience like? What was the first time you came to the bush? How was it? How was your feeling?
The first time I came to the bush was back in them days, like going to see a chick and you get off at the junction back there where the junction, it was a crack.
That's my side. That's my side. That's my side.
And then if you had to come past, if you had to walk past, I knew it is. Now it's Flatbush Gardens. I knew it is Vanderbilt. You know what I'm saying?
Vanderbilt, boy.
Exactly. Front page. You know what I'm saying? Front page back.
Born and raised there. That's where I'm born and raised too.
So, that's where I knew it from. This last time I was living in Brooklyn. I was over there on Putnam Avenue between Malcolm X and Patchen. I had to move. And somebody suggested I come out to Flatbush, and I came. And, I hadn't really been to East Flatbush too much before, but on that side, like Vanderveer at the junction. But they showed me a crib on 37th Street between Foster and Farragut. And I was like, yeah, This is nice and it's in the cut, but it's still in the hood, but it's in the cut. And yo, I was over there. I loved it over there, man. I hated to leave over there. I hated it.
Because, you know, and I know you love the Bush because, you know, I follow you on the gram. And I remember one day you live in NC now. And I remember one day you come out your crib, you was like, yo, I wish I was in Flatbush. And I'm like, yo, this dude is from uptown now. Why you say Flatbush? It gotta be that. It's something in our area, something in that blood, something in, you know, Corona air, whatever you want to call it.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? It's something in Flatbush that make people feel like, whoa.
I got a lot of love over there because see what it was is when I was in the sty, you know, they started gentrifying the sty real big. You know what I'm saying? Like they took over Putnam, then they was over there around the corner on Malcolm X. But in East Flatbush, you know, they still, a lot of the Caribbean people, they bought those homes and they retained those homes, man. They didn't give up the neighborhood. And I ain't got no problem with gentrification. It's when you come try to change the dynamic of the neighborhood, and they wasn't gonna let that go over there, man. I mean, right in my backyard, you know, the ladies used to cook out. You know, when it was Eastern Parkway time, she'd cook out and I eat out there, go on Church Ave, the Prince crib on Juve. So it was
salute the Prince.
Word, beautiful thing.
Oh, that's beautiful. Okay. I see you love the touching. So I might bounce around with you because you know you're a legend. So shit, and you know I'm a hip hop head. So and I like to know some of these good old questions. I like to know these memories. You know what I'm saying? So you did a song with the late Notorious B.I.G. Right?
Right.
That was a classic.
That's right.
How was for you to do that record with that artist at those times? Like you coming from here, he coming from here. Like how that shit was feeling? How was the studio session?
Well, yo, that's what was crazy because I got a call from Puff. Cause see, I knew Puff because Puff, but like back in the day, Puff. Once he came from uptown, he was in Mount Vernon. I was in New Rochelle, so we mingled. We've crossed paths. We know a lot of the same people on that side. So I always had a knowledge of Puff, and I known Puff. And he called me one day, and he was like, yo, I got an artist, Biggie Small, he out of Brooklyn, and he like you, and he wanted to do a joint. So I was like, yo, I'm with it, whatever. So they called me one day, we went to the studio. So my brother was there making the beat, Finesse, D-I-T-C, digging in the
D-I-T, Finesse made that beat?
Finesse made that beat, the original beat.
Salute to Lord Finesse, D-I-T-C, digging in the crazy if y'all don't know.
Word, the original Come On Motherfuckers beat, the original. Not
come on, motherfuckers, come on.
That's the one I like. Finesse made that.
Yeah, it was two of them, right?
Yeah, it was two. Finesse made the original one. That's the one I like, the hard one. And we went to the studio. I remember Big was there, C's was there. My man from uptown who came with me was Mark the Spark was there. Alamo was there. Puff was there. You know, and I remember we blew down a box of Phillies. We had about 3 or 4 bottles. And the thing that amazed me was, see, I was writing my verse down. And, you know, me and Big blowing it, C's blowing it. And Big was just like, you know, he was sitting there and he was mumbling to himself, doing something. He said, yo, I'm ready. And he went to the booth, and that's when he dropped the original. Before he did the freestyle joint with Pop, I got 7 Mac 11s, about 8 38s now. He dropped that right there. One take. I was like, damn, son. He dropped that shit, and then we was cool. Like, we was on the road together. I used to bust his ass in the game at Sega C's. I used to bust C's ass all the time. He know. That's my man. And we, you know, he was a good dude, man. It hurt me when that happened, man. It hurt a lot, man.
Hey, I mean, I can remember that day too, X, man. I was coming from a party in the village. I used to cut here in the village back in them time. And that's where Angie Martinez and DJ Enough used to play in the morning.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember coming in the cab, going over the bridge, and I remember Angie crying. I'm like, what? I remember coming back to my hood, God bless the dead, Shabborn. Hit my phone, was like, yo. Yeah, that was a crazy time for Brooklyn, but you know, that was definitely one.
Yeah.
But let's move on to some more other stuff here. Since, I mean, and you're hip hop great too, and I know you did a lot of songs with a lot of people.
Yeah.
And I mean, I know your resume from Common to the Ruckus days, to the boot camp days and all of that. And I mean, like, you did so much songs with a lot of people. Is it a song that you would like to do with somebody that you never did?
Who's people that I like to do a song with? I definitely would like to do a song. I've done a song with Cool G Rap, but I want to do a real like a back and forth joint with G-Rap.
Okay.
I like to do something with EPMD. Then I like the young boys too. Like I was in Flatbush, so I was hearing the young boy Pop Smoke. I was hearing when Bobby Smurda and them was going around. So I was loving when Casanova first came out. So I loved all of that. You know, I was doing a joint with one of them young boys, man. That just keep me sharp. You know, I did a joint with Conway the Machine. So I like you know, that keep me sharp.
If there's any young boy you want to do a song with from Flatbush, call him out so you can hear that right now. Which young nigga from Flatbush you want to do a record with?
It's one of the young boys that used to be with Pop Smoke. I can't remember his name right now. I think he's doing something with what's it, Jim Jones?
They're talking about the dude that make the big drip?
Yeah.
Hey. All right, okay. I don't remember his name either, but I know people know who he is. If anybody know who he is, tag them, tell them that Sadat X, the OG, want to do a record with him.
Yeah, or just let me come to the session and bug out with the young boy, smoke something and drink something.
You could do one of these shit.
No matter, no question.
All right, let's get back to Flatbush though now.
Yeah,
tell me one of your
name, Fabio. I think that's
Fabio. Okay, that's it. All right, let's get back to the bush. Tell me a Flatbush story that you can remember, because tell me a Flatbush story that you can remember that you went through in Flatbush.
You
know what I mean? Tell me one thing.
I can just remember when I first moved there one day, I was riding my bike. Like I was going down 37th, I was going down Force, I was going down towards Utica. And it was a park right there. Like a couple of blocks before it was a park. And I just rode through the park and I seen some of the younger dudes, and it was like, yo, OG. It was like, you used to make records? I was like, yeah. It was like, yo, I seen your face and my uncle, he got so much your face on. And we talked, and he was like, yo, you blow it down? I was like, hell yeah, we blew it down all night. Also, I remember a friend of mine. She was real cool too back then. Her name is Chinese Nikki, a friend of mine, because her daughter is the Chinese kitty or whatever, but Nikki.
Yeah, we had Chinese Nikki on the show like a couple of days ago.
Definitely. That's my people. Right. Like we hung out a couple of times. I used to come out to Flatbush. I can remember going to Biltmore back then. When you know what I'm saying, I had to fly on something real fly to go in there.
That looked like a rude boy.
Yeah, remember going to the junction, you know, and at the junction, that was like the meeting place right there. And if you wasn't on point, especially back then, if you had any type of jewelry, any polo shit or anything like that, if you wasn't holding it down, you might have to come up out of that.
Oh man, I'm glad you mentioned that, because I was just about to go there. Yeah. But I see you on OG, so you already know how the guard is about to go.
Oh yeah.
So you like reggae music, man?
Of course.
Do you like reggae music?
Of course.
Apparently you went to Biltmore. So that means what other clubs you went to in Flatbush in the past? Like, if you can remember, like
it was Biltmore. Then it was another joint, man. It was an older joint. I can't.
Just tell me the address. Tell me the neighborhood. I could probably help you out.
I remember. It was the Ark in Flatbush.
Oh yes, definitely. Then it moved to East New York.
Yeah, then it moved to East New York. The Ark. It was something on Nostrand I used to go to back then, man. It was a Nostrand spot.
No shit. Anybody can help me? No shit. What area? Like Church Avenue?
On Nostrand. I remember the Biltmore though, and coming to outside joints. I remember like. Because I would always be with a bunch of dudes from Brooklyn, and we'd pull up somewhere, and they'd have some shit in the street. You know what I'm saying? Or
that's a Flatbush shit for you.
Around that time when it was really going down on the parade type tip, you come through afterwards, or in the days before, come through the blocks. So it was always.
My man said HQ. Was it HQ?
Yeah.
On Notion? Okay, my man. Shout out to Clay. Clay said that was HQ.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay. See, I don't remember all the names, but
I mean, we can't remember all. Yo, OG, we old, man. Just keep it funky. We old.
Yo. Then I always remember they always had a nice, because my girl, she went outside, she went to the store. All right. So now, like, I can talk now. All right. They always had, like, some bad broads in Flatbush. Like, they always, like, they was different from the girls in the style and the girls in like the girls in Flatbush, their hair was always done, they was flying. A lot of mixed in Trini and Guyanese, Jamaican, and
I ain't Guyanese, buddy.
Like, oh yeah, Flatbush, yeah, I like Flatbush.
Right, so describe a Flatbush girl. I heard you didn't describe it, but go more in depth about a Flatbush girl.
Yeah,
like
if you had a good one, she'll take care of you, cook or clean. But if you get on the wrong side, she might poke you. You might get poked by it. She might. Or I remember I had this chick from Flatbush.
Hold on.
Let
me get my knife. Where's my knife? He'll poke you.
I remember I had this chick come from Flatbush because I remember I told her she had to go to Grand Central, get on the Metro North to come up to Newark Sheriff. And she came to the crib. We had a good time. And I remember when she was leaving, she went to put something in her bag. And I was like, yeah, what's that? And she had like a little 38 in the bag. I was like, damn, Mom. I was like, nah. She was like, yo, you got to keep that with me. I was like, all right, that's a fishy right there. Word up.
That's a real Flatbush chick for you, you know what I mean? I mean, you know, Brownsville, Bed-Stuy, they all like that. But, you know, it's like Flatbush is a mix of cultures.
Yeah.
From the West Indian, from the Spanish people. You know what I mean? It's so mixed. So everybody bring their culture to the city. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know what I mean? And when you're on the islands, like when I say the island, I'm not talking about Rikers Island. Yeah. When you're on the island, people try around with their little shank, the little poke up, and come, I gotta joke this scunt up by. Ain't got no time for the scunt. I gotta joke the bun up. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and we keep that same mentality, but it's a beautiful place.
Yeah, also, I used to, one of my greatest basketball players was in Brooklyn. He went to Tilden, Ed Coder. I used to come to the games over there in Brooklyn and look at Ed.
I went to Tilden too.
Hell yeah.
I went to Tilden too.
Ed Coder. And also at Nazareth, they had Rob Phelps, my man Rob Phelps. I think he used to coach at I think what's the school up there? I forgot the name of the school, but Rob Phelps went to Nazareth. So I was coming out here playing some ball back then too.
So you come out here for a pretty long time then. Mm-hmm. That's what made the transition for you kind of a little bit more easier to the bush then. And you was coming out here for a pretty long time.
Yep, and also what made it easier for us to kind of move in Brooklyn is because we was coming up under the guards. And you know, in Brooklyn, the guards was in Flatbush. They was in East Flatbush. They was in the 90s. They was in Canarsie. You know what I'm saying? Especially in the Brookline houses back there. They was
Brookline, Canarsie, the road,
guard and all them. So the guards was always there throughout Brooklyn, and they always walked us through Brooklyn. We never had no problems. Like we never got robbed in Brooklyn, like a lot of dudes. You know, we never got set up in Brooklyn. Always had love in Brooklyn. Where we come out to Brooklyn, and the guards would be like, "Yo, we just gonna walk with y'all wherever y'all go and take care." We like, we good guys. They be like, "Nah, babe, we gonna come with you." So we always had a lot of love in Brooklyn, especially Flatbush.
You know what I mean? And I'm gonna be real with you, you know what I mean? I know a couple of cats that these are thorough niggas. And they be like, yo, son. And then they know I'm a hip hop head. They be like, yo, the man Sadat X walking through the hood. I'm like, what? They're like, yo, man, the guard good, son. There ain't nobody touching the guard, son.
Yeah,
and niggas be thinking that, you know, niggas be thinking that, you know, we Flatbush dudes or people that's gonna rush on anything. Like, nah, dog. We respect our elder, we respect the guard, we respect people that keep it 100. Now, if you come to the hood acting like you bigger than us in our hood, then it happens.
I remember one time I came to a spot. What was the name of that block? I believe it was tennis court. Tennis court,
okay. Tennis court. That's in the back off of Ocean Avenue, like 19th and all that.
Was out there. They was like, "Yo, you good?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm good, son. I'm all right." It was like, "All right, let us know, man. Let us know." I said,
that's our stomping ground. So we got a lot of people from, you know, Shine that used to run with Puffy's from tennis court. Okay. Red Cafe's from back there from tennis court. Cuban Kid, better known as Scott King. He from tennis court. You know what I mean? It's a lot of OGs that come back there from tennis court. Definitely. God bless the dead, sleep in peace, Princess. And all that, cool, man. You know what I'm saying? Tennis Court's a legendary neighborhood. It's a very. Let's get back. I'm all over the place with you. You know what I'm saying? Like Wild Cowboys. Yeah. What made you come up with that name? You know what I mean? Wild Cowboys.
Well, at the time, I was in the Bronx, but I was also, you know, like around. Like I used to live uptown too on Riverside Drive, and you know, like up in that area, that was my Dominican dudes, and they was the original Wild Cowboys. You know, they were doing what they do, whatever. And like I said, I'm from the original build, like 157 from Riverside. You ask anybody, I know about 714. That's the Jerry Carroll gang when they first made the baseballs. Anybody that know what I'm talking about know about the baseball. This is when they first locked it up. When you used to have to go upstairs to go see the OYAs, and you go in there and they have the scale, the manual scale, a table,
talking facts. You're talking facts.
A table and a chair, a pit bull, and maybe one of the OYAs standing at the door with a machine gun. I know, no question. So you know, I got it from that. Also, You know, like I know YTC, my man Chango and them. That's my peoples. I seen them come up. They was over there. They Hunt 7 for Amsterdam. The boy George. You understand? So I'm connected. Cortland Avenue, Seatown. My cousin B, Black Fresh, all of them.
Melrose, knowledge about uptown now. You give us good knowledge about uptown now. You give us knowledge. I like that. I like that. I like that. Like that.
Style, Gangsta Lou. That's my man. I still speak to Louis to this day. But then I come back to Brooklyn, go with Big Bots and all of them over there in Brownsville. Carl Bazemore, Jesus. You know what I'm saying? Parado, all of them. So, you know, I know. I'm in.
You well put. You ever put that Master Ace in here too now? Master Ace
is the boss.
Master Ace in there? Is that Master Ace? Master Ace is Master Ace Picks? That's his name?
Well, yeah, I see. It says Master Ace. Like Master Ace taught me, like, he one of the people.
Hold up. If that's the Master Ace that rap.
Yeah, Master Ace. Hell yeah.
Well, hold up. Master Ace. If you listening, I need to get to you too, because you went to school with my brother in Sheepshead Bay, and you played football with my brother, and my brother's last name is Tim. I mean, Master Ace know who I'm talking about. Yeah, hit the DM, Master Ace. We need to talk. All right. Oh man, this is legendary right here. I'm loving it. I'm really loving this right here.
Boss, definitely.
That's the thing. Come on, I remember that. Lord Digger and all of them. I remember digging all of them. Okay, now let's get back to the Flatbush. And one thing about Flatbush, and you know, on my side of town, my man Prancer always blowed me up about it. You couldn't come to the junction back in the days with pole on. You couldn't come on the junction. And I know you represent the low life thing very hard. Now, explain that to me once again, coming from up there, from Narrow, and you into the low shit hard was a Brooklyn thing, you know what I mean? Like, you know, not to say it was a Brooklyn thing, but you know, brothers came from Brooklyn to low life.
Well, see, the thing is,
how you transition to that? How you transition to low, and what you love about low? Explain low to us.
Well, see, we was up in New Rochelle at the time. It was me, my man Mark the Spark, Alamo, a couple of other people, my man Terry, and like we in New Rochelle, you got an element.
Yes.
You got the hood in New Rochelle. Then you got it on the north end with a whole bunch of white people with a lot of money, and that's the shit they used to wear was the polo shit. And you see them and be like, yo, that shit is kind of fly, but if I had it on, I might could flip it differently. Now this is like, I'm gonna say I graduated high school in '86. So we was wearing polo 83, 84, 85 with no knowledge of the Brooklyn side. You know, we go downtown and we see different dudes with polo shit on. Like one Christmas Eve, we hit Lord and Taylor's, and you know, on Christmas Eve the stores stay open later. So we went in there.
Definitely stay open a little bit later.
Stayed open to midnight. We went in there about 11 o'clock. I never forget, in Scarsdale. We went to Scarsdale, which is a white, you know, influential area. We went to Lauren Taylor's. We went in there. The lady asked us, did we want anything? We was like, nah, we good. Put on shit, ran out. And I remember I tripped and I broke my ankle. And
you did this?
Word, I broke my ankle. But I still got my shit to the crib, and we still did what we wanted to do. Now, I remember we went to Manhattan Center that night. That was the club downtown on the Deuce, Manhattan Center. And we got in there, we had on our polo shit, but then we seen some other dudes in there, and they had on like bathrobes and slippers. And like, yo, who the fuck is this with pajamas on in here? Polo shit, bathrobes and goggles. And we was just looking at them, and I'm like, damn. And so that went on for a couple of years. Then I met Thirst. And you know, Thirst seen, you know, we was
Brownsville. That's Brownsville.
And he was like, yo, son, you might as well be down with us. You know, so I met them, met the history, give love out to the John all the time, all the founders, you know what I'm saying? Rudy Lowe, all them dudes. Bracken, you know, all of them. All of
Ski
them.
Black, Reese Black.
George and all of them.
Those are my niggas. Ski Black, Reese, those are my dudes right there. Those are my dudes, man.
Wins all the time. And like I said,
Chinese Nicky in here. Chinese Nicky here checking you out.
Yeah,
you just popped in, Chinese Nicky.
No question.
Yeah, but you know, I love the low shit too. You know what I mean? Look at me. I'm rocking a teddy bear right now. You know what I'm saying? And this is a classic old piece. I had this shit for about I think 7 or 8 years. Definitely. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So I rock my low shit, and I remember times that if you wore Ski Man, Suicide,
like,
you was almost close to death if you wasn't a real nigga wearing it.
Word.
So I did that shit. Just impressed me that, you know, nowadays it's changed. That, you know, a lot of brothers are not into that shit no more, robbing and beating people up for that. That's a good thing, but you know, it's a bad thing that we had to come through that in our era.
Yeah, because I definitely remember. Well, I told people I'm from the era when you might be on the train and somebody look at your joints and be like, "Yo, son, what you want to do for those? What size is those? Yo, they your size. What you want to do for those?" And they might ask you that in a car full of people, and they don't care. Yo, like you, yo, get those up, son. Oh, somebody put a chain.
Any up, nigga, any up.
With a chain on, you couldn't hold it down. They be like, "Son, take it off. You're not even gonna yank that. Take that shit off, son." I done seen that happen.
Chinese Nikki just jumped in the comments and said she was wearing her suicide.
Oh yeah.
I said, "Oh shit."
She was
so that means nobody took her shit. Nobody took her shit.
Word, nobody ain't. They wasn't. She was a boss. Definitely, still is.
Oh my God, that shit is crazy. But yo, we be bouncing again too with it. In this Flatbush thing that we doing a documentary on Flatbush. So I'm gonna ask you a couple of things and what come to your head about Flatbush. You know what I'm saying? All right. So, all right, Kenmore Movie Theater. What you could tell me about Kenmore Movie Theater?
Now I never been to the Kenmore, but I seen
okay. But what you could tell me about it? What you heard? What you think?
I heard that it was the spot where if something came out, all the movies, everybody go there, but it could happen in there. You know what I'm saying? It could jump in there, like you could be a victim. You understand? If things didn't go in your favor, it could jump off.
Oh shit.